Hello, good people. Samuel speaking here. So, in this video, guys, I'll be breaking down the GBP JPY trade, which I took 3 days ago. I think it was Thursday last week, and today is Monday. Okay, today is Monday night, and the trade, the market can easily come into my TP and hit it before it makes a little bit of a rejection. So this is a current result of the trade. I deposited a small amount because now I'm focusing on flipping small amounts into big profits, because I'm using a high leverage but with a small balance. Okay, so if the market goes against me, then I blow, and then if the market goes into my favor, then I win a lot. So that is my anticipation currently in the forex market. So the trade is currently running. As you can see, I'm having a very small gap to fill up here before my TPS hit. So let me just share with you the thought process, the whole analysis of this trade. Obviously, I always start on the daily time frame. I mean on the weekly time frame whenever I analyze with my swing strategy. So I mark the important levels. I see there's another one here. I see another one here. Okay, see another one here at the bottom, but these ones at the bottom are not so much important because the market is currently here. So the market can take a long time to come here. That's why I believe these ones are not important as yet. Okay, so let's jump into the daily. We are doing a top down. So top down analysis, I saw a high here. Okay, and then I saw multiple touches here at the bottom here, multiple touches. So, and remember my entry was somewhere around here for a short, for a sell. So H4, or the H4, the market was pushing to the upside. Boom, 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 boom. So I was expecting to see a little bit of consolidation before the market changes the direction for a short. So I've marked my consolidation zone here. Okay, let me change the color to orange. Okay, that was my consolidation zone, and then after that I saw a breakout. Boom, breaking this consolidation, these lows here. We saw a breakout there, and then I was expecting a pullback back to this breakout and then a sell, but the market went up a little bit more to test the moving average, which is a 50 moving average, which is also another confirmation for a short. Then after I've seen that the market is now here, then that's when I decided to go into my correlation numbers and check what is happening on GBP pairs and what is happening on JPY pairs. Okay, so I use this platform here, which is called investing.com, to check the sentiment of the market, just to see where is the GBP is going to and where JPY is going to. Okay, looking at the majority of the currency group. Okay, so, and I've seen that GBP was currently, at that time when the market was here, the GBP was trying to go down with -3, and then the JPY was pushing up aggressively with +6. So that added enough confidence for me to be to focus on sales than looking for buys. Okay, so okay, let's remove this. So another confluence, guys, another confirmation for a sell. I was expecting, as I was saying, I was expecting a breakout and then the retest and then a continuation of this downtrend. But I was still looking for a perfect entry. I used the fib just to see the potential reversal zone. So I was expecting to see the market reversing at a 50 or reversing at a 61.8. So the market went up to 61.8 and that's where it created this high with a rejection and then it went down. So my entry is always on the 15-minute time frame, guys. As we all know that I always go down to the 15-minute time frame just to see the high of the day before the market reverse, because whenever the market is going to make a major move, it's going to start by rejecting as it did here. And if you are looking at the 15 time frame, the market is always going to give you, a high of the day followed by a big M pattern and then sells. Same thing when you are looking for a buy entry, the market is going to give you a low of the day and then a W pattern and then that's when you are supposed to take a buy. But that is appearing on the 15 time frame. H4 is going to be, a different story. As you can see, we don't see a perfect M, but if we go down to the 15-minute time frame, that's when we see an M. And remember, that M setup is supposed to be in line with everything that I spoke about. The 15.8%, the breakout, retest, 61.8, or sometimes can be on the 50%. And remember, okay, let's put in these lines. Let's put in these lines, guys. So here I was expecting to see the market moving nicely during the London session, because that's when GBP pairs, that's when they start moving aggressively. So I've marked my consolidation zone, which is an Asian session. And then during that Asian session, I saw a very big spike, which means the JPY was moving at that time, because remember, JPY moved nicely during the Asian session. So we allowed that to move. And then while the market was preparing to go to the London session, it created that nice M setup. And then 8 o'clock South African time, which is the Frankfurt opening, we saw a very big push to the downside. And then that's when I decided to enter my trades, because I need to get a sniper entry. And then my stop loss is supposed to be allocated according to the H4 time frame structure. Okay, so let's remove this. So I use my H4 to look at my stop loss zone and my take profit zone. So my stop loss was supposed to be a little bit above the entry zone, just to give enough room for this trade to perform. And then my take profit, as we all know that I don't use support and resistance for entries, but I use support and resistance for my take profits. So my first take profit was supposed to be at this zone. Why? Is because that when I see so many rejections in this zone, I see a high there and I see a low here and I see another high here and I see another high. So this is a very important zone in the market, because whenever the market comes into this price, which is around 153.242, that when the market normally make a reversal. So that is my take profit zone. Okay, that is my take profit zone. It looks like our TP is hit. As you can see, our TP is currently hit, as you can see, guys, but the market can still move to the downside and fill up this gap. Why? It's because the GBP currently the sentiment of GBP is aggressively pushing to the downside. On the other side, the index of JPY is also pushing to the upside, meaning that the market can easily drop to this zone. Okay, so but my first take profit here is hit, and I'm happy with that because my risk ratio, as you can see, is 6.0, meaning that if I was risking with 1%, I could have got 6%. But I'm not betting with my 1% because I'm trading with small amounts. I take more than 2%, like something like 3% or 4%, because my winning rate is always big and my winning ratio is always big again. So that's why I'm not skeptical to trade with to risk with 4%, sometimes 5% of my entire trading balance, because I know for sure that whenever I enter with I add a lot of confidences before I take a trade. I don't just take a trade because I want to see something running into my MetaTrader 4. I make sure that the trade that I took, I've analyzed it with price action and correlation, and I use proper risk management by putting a certain amount of money into my trading account, just to lower my emotions, and I increase the leverage so that whenever the market goes into my favor, I also add some positions to get more profits. Okay, so guys, I think you understand what I'm talking about here, especially if you've been following me a lot. Guys, I think you do understand now what was the reason behind me taking these trades for a sell. Okay, guys, I'm done. See you on the other side.